Hi all, I'm Pushpa. Welcome to my channel Tech Talks with Pushpa. Today's topic is string buffer and string builder. In previous topic we discussed about immutability and string immutability in Java and the advantage of being a string immutable in Java. There is one major disadvantage of string being immutable in Java. Whenever your program contains a lot of string modifications, it creates a new strings in the memory and changes its references, which leads to a lot of unused objects in the memory. To overcome this problem, we use string buffer and string builder. Whenever there is a necessity of a lot of string modifications in our program, we prefer string buffer and string builder than normal string class. Because in string buffer and string builder, whenever you are changing the object, it changes the values in existing object without creating a new one. Let's see this even more detail using a example. Here I created a class with 4 methods. The first two are displaying the string concatenation operation, the next one with string builder, and the final one is of string buffer. Here in all these methods we are passing a value and we are trying to change the value of that object which we are passing. According to our string immutability concept, these first two methods will change the value which got passed to this one, but the changed value stays in this method scope. But the caller method object which won't change. According to these methods of string buffer and string builder, but the value of the objects which we pass to this method will change. Let's call these methods from a main method and see how it executes. Here I created a string s1 with a value pushpa. Let me call the string concatenate methods with this s1. Here, when this method execution starts, it takes a value s1, which is pushpa, and it's tried to concatenate this s1 pushpa with this other value called chinka. Here, one more value, a variable will get created in this method scope, whose value will be s1 is equal to pushpa chinka. But the value of the variable, that s1, which got passed from the main object, won't change. Same happens with the next method as well, string concat1. Here, even though we are placing the value into s1 object again, but still this s1 comes to the method scope. But the value of the s1 which we passed from the main method won't change. Here I created a new variable of string builder with the same value pushpa, and I'm calling this string builder concat method. In this method we are just appending a new string to this the object which we passed. Same with the string buffer. I created a variable and I called the string buffer concat method, and here I'm just appending the value. Let's execute this program and see the output. See here, when it comes to string, the value which we passed didn't change. But when it comes to string builder and string buffer, the value of the objects passed changed. Because string being immutable, here new objects got created in this method scope, but the value of object which we passed didn't change. But the string buffer and string builder are mutable objects, so the value of this object got changed. That's why here the string buffer and string builder values got changed. As we seen in the code, both string buffer and string builder are working in the same way. Then why we have both? There is one major difference between string buffer and string builder. When we are writing a concurrent programming or a multi-threading programming, string buffer provides more thread safety, whereas string builder does not guarantee you any thread safety. When we write synchronized methods in concurrent programming using a string buffer, it makes sure that one thread accesses the string buffer at a time. But that is not the case with string builder. Now we are having a three classes, string, string buffer and string builder. When to use which one? Whenever our programming contains a strings that are going to remain constant throughout a program, then it's better to use a string class because we can make use of a string immutable advantages as well. If our programming contains a lot of string modifications but it is accessed by a single thread, then we will use a string builder. Whenever our program contains a strings where a lot of modifications will happen and it has to be accessed by multiple threads at the same time, then we go for a string buffer because it provides a thread safety. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and see you in the next video.